Hello, you. Welcome in, everybody. I was hovering just off screen, and it is the guy in the suspenders. When I unmuted my microphone, I could hear my audio, so I had the tab open with the volume open, and I couldn't find it because they both said it was muted. I was like, no, I can't come on, start talking, and then hear myself talking. I thought, no, so cancel everything, let's close all my windows, open it back up, and then let's get back into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Congratulations, Mutton on the first. Let me get centered. There's my edges. I'm in. Welcome to the stream. We are live Saturday, the 11th of January, 2025. Excuse me. It is 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays at about 9 p.m. I'm a little bit late today. I'm about half an hour later than normal because we've already had one wake up from Baby Bim. So let's do our opening ceremony and set our standards. Whatever your standards are, lower them right to the floor. If my daughter wakes up, I'll have to deal with her 5 minutes, 20 minutes. I'll be right back. If you're watching this pre-recorded on a VOD, I'll have this edited out. Oh, someone from YouTube already. Ramat Abadi, what is this? I don't know. What is this? We're doing a weekend live streams. At the moment, we're reading a book. Right now, we're reading The Citadel of Chaos. How's the new gaming chair? So, honestly, this is new. This is new this week. Another op-shop purchase. I like it because this is slightly lower down, which means my camera angle is better. But it means I look like a kid on a booster seat because I'm like looking up at everything. Also, I'm having so much trouble with my third screen. Oh, my green screen doesn't look good either. I'm having so much trouble with my third screen that I've just binned it. But I've binned it at the cost of seeing myself. Now I know is it narcissistic? I like seeing me on another monitor just to know what I'm in the way of, so I can do my dodges correctly. But I've lost that because I'm prioritizing chat on top of looking at myself. So everybody, you're that important. I'm putting you ahead of looking at me. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. I'm pretty keen to get this done. This is the 4th stream we have streamed the Citadel of Chaos. Right. So, should we get right into it? Should we all just calm down a bit and go through it from the start? And then, if we can't, if we die, then we will do the solution. We did some edging yesterday morning with a whippersnipper. 2 lawns. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, good on you. I'm very new to the edging scene. I had my neighbour show me how. He helped me. Lawns we're talking about. Mowing. Anyway. So already, I don't like it. I don't like only having 2 screens. Isn't that very middle class of me? I don't like not having a third monitor. I'm using the third monitor as a camera stand, to be honest. I've got my phone, I suppose. Oh, see, I'm missing stuff because that's someone on YouTube, isn't it? Is it? I can't remain calm if you're streaming. Hey, the name showed you. Yeah. Well, I borrowed his whippersnipper, and I couldn't. It kept on cutting out. And it was the front lawn, so I'm new to the area, right? I've just moved in, and there's me going. Good grief. Anyway, should we get straight into it? I'm honestly, I'm not very hopeful that we're gonna have a unbroken long stream like we've been so lucky at in the past. Baby Bim's already woken up once, and she's on edge because there's thunder. She doesn't like thunder or lightning, so any slightest sound and she's up. Thunder and lightning, screaming, not screaming. But, so I'm not just whatever your standards are, lower them to the floor. And if we finish this, I'm not too sure what to do, because there's an unwritten streamer rule that you should never change games midstream. But I've got a couple of things in mind. There's always a million things we can be doing. So anyway, should we just kick this right off? We wanted hardcore. Lowering standards now. It's annoying because chat is actually smaller. Can I increase the size of this window? I can. That's my daughter right now. Everybody, you'll have to pause me for 1 second. Hello, gorgeous. 1 second. Hello everybody, I'm so sorry about that. So, what's happening? That was really weird. She came out, so she's been really stressed about thunder, and like she hates it. She because the other day she was outside playing in the rain. She was loving it, and we were inside. Big thunderclap all of a sudden, and she ran inside screaming, "Mum, Dad, Mum, Dad!" And she slipped on the decking and tumbled, and she didn't even scratch her knees, but she obviously panicked. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, Jambalaya, thank you very much. Donation to charity, thank you very much. And ever since that little fall, she really freaks out, like, Mum has just taken over from me. And I was getting her to sleep, and the door cracked. It was like 1 decibel. Eyes open, sat up, thunder, it's nothing, it's okay. So, it's, I'm still talking very, very softly because she's still not down. It's just that Mum has swapped with me. I'm sorry about that. What was that? How long? We were live for nearly an hour. Good grief. That was nearly an hour, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. If you're watching the VOD, you're not going to know anything though. But if you're watching the VOD, just know that I was gone for nearly an hour. Should we just jump straight into the solution? I reckon to guarantee that we're going to get through this tonight. I'm going to touch the mic. I'm going to mute it. There you go. To guarantee that we will get through this, let's go through the solution, and then we'll just use some time up doing something fun at the end. I've got an idea for the next stream. You should never change games during streams. Never, under any circumstances. Citadel of Chaos solution. Oh. Steam solution, fantastic. Anywho, where did chat go? Because I've got my third screen up again. Right, there you are. So everyone waiting. Giant weather clouds. Someone said that we had guests over today. Do you have a good myth to tell Baby Bim that thunder being giant weather clouds? Because we had guests over today. Oh, hang on, that's my wife. What did she say? Oh, yeah, she's okay. We had guests over, and one of them said, thunder, because we're talking about it, thunder is angels going bowling. And they started an argument because they said, no, it's not angels, it's giants. So you're saying angels, giant weather farts. The Brim-free segments are almost as entertaining. Texting your partner inside the same house is speaking that. Yeah, because she's stuck with Baby Bim. She's trying to get Baby Bim back to sleep. So she can't communicate at the moment. So, and she's heavily pregnant. She's due in like a month. Just say, I love you. There you go. So let's do the solution. And let's see where we went. Oh, that went so quickly, really? An hour. What? If you stayed here for that hour, it is Saturday night. What are you doing? Just think about that for a second, please. Let's bring you up a bit. I like that. I like that. Right. So, as someone who deconstructs I'm reading off my phone now. You've been colouring in? Fantastic. As someone who deconstructs the books for fun, I think this book is very well designed, blah 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 blah. Okay. So we're doing, let's just get our You just hit 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Oh, there you go. Ah, looks like your neighbour's jambalaya and spud. So, this is the 4th time. If you're watching the VOD, millions of you have been watching this. So I'm not going to explain. That is the worst skill possible. 5. Rolled a 1. So we might even fail this even following the solution. So millions of you have been following this journey. This is the 4th video on the VOD. And you've been watching all the ads because by then it will be monetized. So I'm not going to explain these dice rolls. If you're new here and you don't know what's going on, that's your own fault. 2 levitation. 1, 2 ESP. 2 weakness. 1, 2 luck. And stamina. That's all it says. And how many more do I have? I have 8 more spells. Should we just do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do stamina. Skill. There you go. Perfect. Fantastic. This is just the backstory. Okay, everyone. We're here to assassinate a great sorcerer who's building up an army of chaotics. We have been sent in. We are the star pupil of a what do you call it? Wizard Academy, Hogwarts, and we have been sent to kill Balthus Dyer. So how should we do this? This probably, if this is the solution, this is probably a good one to read every bit of dialogue. So if you've been here before, I am apologising. But if this is the run, then let's read it. The sun sets. As twilight turns to darkness, you start your climb up the hill towards that forbidding shape silhouetted against the night sky. The Citadel is less than an hour's climb. Some distance from its walls, you stop to rest. Gazing up at the fortress, a sense of dreadful foreboding fills you, like a fearful spectre from which there is no escape. The hairs on your neck prickle as you look towards it. You brush your fears aside and with a grim resolve march onwards towards the main gate, where you know guards will be waiting. You consider your options. You have already thought about claiming to be a herbalist come to treat a guard with a fever. You could pose as a trader or an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad seeking shelter for the night. As you ponder the possibilities and the yarns you may have to spin to the guards, you reach the main trail leading up to the gates. 2 lanterns burn on either side of the portcullis. You hear muffled gruntings as you approach, and 2 misshapen creatures step forward. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a great ape, flexing its powerful arms. Its opposite number is indeed its opposite, with the head of an ape and the body of a large dog. This latter guard approaches you on all 4s. It stops some meters in front of you, raises itself on its hind legs, and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Pose as the herbalist. The ape dog asks to see your herbs. Luckily, you grabbed a few handfuls of weeds on your way, and you show them. Cocking its head to one side, the creature eyes you suspiciously. It asks you for the name of the guard you have come to treat, something you hadn't planned on. You quickly think of a name and bluff the creature with Kiltrog. I am talking in such hushed tones, because we're not yet safe. Hey Zoe, welcome in. I'm talking to not wake a baby. Maybe reading is not a good idea. The ape dog, it adds to the mood. The ape dog laughs and tells you that Killjoy is a lazy good-for-nothing and is not worth saving. You breathe a sigh of relief as he walks back and shouts for the gatekeeper. Moments later, the gatekeeper appears and opens a small doorway to let you in. You walk forward into a spacious open courtyard, surrounded by large walls. Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in the darkness. In the centre of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. What will you do? This is saying tiptoe through the shadows towards one of the groups. Have we not won this yet? No. Zoe, I am currently reading the solution. So we will win it this time. Except we have the lowest skill possible. So maybe not, and quite low luck. Tiptoe through the shadows. So this is the option we chose the least. Yeah, honestly, I went away literally within the first 10 minutes, I suppose. Baby Bim woke up and is still up. She's with my wife at the moment, hence the extra hushed tones, because I don't want to disturb my wife's exit. I hope she messages me so I can perhaps pause for a moment. Are we still enjoying ourselves? Let's just get through this, right? Cautiously, and keeping well out of sight, you creep through the darkness around the edge of the courtyard. There are two groups of creatures in front of you. To the right, you can see two human-like figures talking under a torch fastened to the wall. To the left, a group of 4 creatures of varying shapes and sizes are sitting around a fire, eating. Is this ASMR or is this just shit? What will you do? Approach the group around the fire. Ooh. A motley crew sit around the fire. A warty-faced orc is handing out scraggy chunks of half-cooked meat to the others. A snarling dwarf with green skin is complaining about the size of his piece, while 2 scruffy goblins, a man and a woman, are cuddling each other. They giggle and laugh, and every so often she slaps his ugly face, causing more merriment. As you approach, they stop and turn round to look at you with unwelcoming faces. They sneer at your neat appearance, and the female goblin whispers some comment to her companion. In front of the dwarf, you can see an open box. You can just make out a few rolled up pieces of parchment within it. How will you respond to their cold reception? Sit down with them around the fire. They are taken aback by your audacity. Rather than waiting for them to talk, you act aggressively and demand how to get into the Citadel. They point to the main entrance, obviously a little bewildered by your confident manner, and whisper amongst themselves. The orc tells you that you will need the password Scimitar to get in. You ask about the contents of the box, whereupon they get agitated. How do you wish to proceed? Get more info on the liquid vial. That is not even an option. So I suppose that means if you want to press them for more information about the box, I think is what they mean. The group becomes suspicious as you press them for information. The dwarf springs to his feet, brandishing a wooden club, while the goblins and the orc grab swords and glare at you. You will have to fight them. You may use a magic spell. The thing here is draw your sword and fight, so I think we are on the correct line. You draw your sword just in time as the dwarf is almost upon you. So, when you fight, we roll white dice and our skill is added to it. Our skill is quite low. As you can see, it's 5, so 5 gets added to the dice. 5 gets added to their dice. So it's literally who rolls the best. When the dice are rolling, you can tap the screen once and all the dice will sort of jump. And if our dice is obviously low, it will hopefully get better. It may do the reverse effect and get worse though. Let's do that to get through this. Fight. I couldn't do the maths in time. Okay, we just got hit. I couldn't do the maths. Oh. I think we would have won as well. Gosh. Do you have a guide up no pause today? So I think with the assumption that we're all getting a bit sick of this because this is the 4th stream now that we're doing this one book, I think we're just going to roll through the solution. Also, tonight seems to be a bad night for Baby Bim, so I can't guarantee how many breaks there are going to be or how often she's going to wake up. So I can see my... There you go. I could see the edge of my green screen. Is that okay with everyone, or do we want polls? We can do polls, I suppose, but I don't want to do this tomorrow. I've got big plans for what we're doing next. Fantastic. One of our first hits. What are your thoughts? We're not gonna have a BIM stream, so we'll take what we can get. There we go. Dwarf is finished. We can certainly do polls. Should we do polls and choose the solution anyway, and we can see if we're on the right track or not? I'll poll him. You defeated the dwarf. Name says the goblin. He is better skilled than us. Give me what do you guys want? Because I want to be as entertaining as possible, but I also need to push for progress. Done. I'd like to see how this ends. Okay, as long as you're happy. I don't mean to... Well, this is the final punishment, isn't it? You 50-50'd too many polls. You defeated the goblin, now you must face the orc. Occasional poll, okay. Okay, we got a lot of stamina. I don't know if you can see this, but we've currently got 11 stamina, and enemy has 7. Hey. Gosh, okay, we're not doing too well. We've got 9 stamina left. That's better. I should be doing luck, shouldn't I? I would have lost either way. Nice. Should have been luck, because if we fail a luck check... Oh, I can see my green screen again, hang on. Do you see this bit of white? That's the top of my green screen not being covered. Is it back? It's still there. Good. I think I'm in the way. Oh, is that a little bit... I'm fine with that. Saggy green screen. I don't want to do luck because our luck's quite low. Our luck is 9. And if we fail luck, we get even... I think we get damage. Do we? What if we fail a luck check? Oh, good. We're lucky. Gosh, I'm glad I took extra stamina scrolls, because we are struggling. Look, we got we lost 12 stamina. And let's do another one. I think I fit. So we got 2 less. So sometimes we get stamina just by exploring. Ah, okay. 3 minutes ago, just left her room, trying to sleep now. Okay, so everybody, Baby Bim is officially asleep. So maybe I should talk a little bit louder and wake her up. I'm joking. If you best this troublesome trio, here you go. Afraid that the commotion of your battle may have attracted attention, you peer out into the darkness. Nothing seems to be happening. Going through the pockets of the creatures, you find 8 gold pieces, a copper-coloured key. I remember we needed a copper-coloured key for some door, didn't we? And a jar of dark, creamy ointment. Turning to the box, you can see the pieces of parchment within. which are inscribed with runes. Your heart leaps as you realise that these are spell scrolls which, as you will know, are very valuable. Looking at them more closely, you are able to identify them as the scrolls of creature copy and enhanced strength. You place them safely in your pack. Oofed. What will you do now? Where are we? Take a copper key, potion of magic. Carry on towards the Citadel. Directly towards the Citadel. You set off towards the Citadel. Although the night air is calm, you hear a faint whistling which rapidly gets louder and louder until a strong gust of wind suddenly hits you with such a force that you can barely move against. You shield your eyes until the blast retreats slightly, and as you open them, you see a ghostly female face inside what appears to be a living whirlwind. She mouths words at you which you cannot make out, but some seconds after she has finished talking, the message reaches you. She seems to find your appearance offensive and is challenging you with words of abuse. You grab at your sword, but she laughs. What do? Ignore her and continue. That's what you should do to weirdos in the street. She is deeply insulted by your indifference. The whirlwind rises once more, and this time she knocks you off your feet. You try crawling forward, but she positions herself in front of you, whichever direction you turn. You will have to try to outwit her, but how will you start? Make your anger obvious. She laughs again and tells you she likes to see people getting angry. In good humour, she accompanies you for several meters. Conversation is difficult. She sees something in the distant shadows and nips off to investigate, allowing you to advance to the Citadel's main entrance. What the fuck? Oh, I've got a funny story. Okay, so, yesterday, or the day before, we're having breakfast at the table, as a family, as we always do. And Baby Bim knows she can get down from the table at any time. If she gets down, she knows that that is mealtime finished. You can't come back to the dinner table. She knows that. And she got down, and Mum and I finished her toast. Jam on toast. Yummy. And after some time, she came back and she said, "Where's my toast?" And we said, "Oh, no, your mum and I ate it." And you know what she said? With perfect diction, perfect timing, she goes, "Fuck me." I lost it. I looked away. I couldn't cope. Mum was like, "Oh." She's 2.5. She's 2.5. But to be fair, what concerns us and what we try to steer her away from: drugs, alcohol, teenage, underage pregnancy, okay? Swearing, that's not going to hold her back, to be fair. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Also, we're on a digression, we're on a speed run, but I want to show you something that I've just realised. Do you know why my green screen is showing? Do you know why? It's because it's fucking fallen down. Can you bloody... Wait, let me just show you. It's bloody fallen down. Can you see? It's a blanket, by the way. Can you see it? No. Let me... Immersion ruined. Let me just show you. This is cardboard, right? This is cardboard from a fridge. It's perfect. It's being held up by toolboxes. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Maybe I'll put the chroma key back just to leave a little bit of professionalism. Isn't that weird? This is a professional stream, isn't it? I don't know how to prop it up. I think that's the best I've got it. I've propped it up with cushions. So, what? Oh yeah, it's because I fucking angled the camera differently, didn't I? Okay, we're in business. There was a time when I would be so stressed out about shit like this that I'd probably end the stream. But we're not going for quality. Hello Mo, how are you? Let's crack on. Yeah, so I've actually got these they're not pallets. They are they're not pallets, they are like frames, but they're pallets. They look like pallets. They're the same pallets. And I'm thinking of actually, because they're wooden, I'm thinking of actually drilling like a frame behind this green screen to support it. I don't quite know. What did you say? Like proper muslin green screen and stand kit. Do you know how expensive green screens are? No, Ash, I'm not going to put anything on Throne. If you support the bag by packing duct tape. Is that all it needs, duct tape? I thought it needs some sort of like brace, like a pole or plastic or wood. Anyway, should we carry on? I look weird floating, don't I? Let's go down. In front of you is a large wooden door. 150. Yeah, no, don't do that. Save your money. Save your money. But I want a big screen. I've got a green screen that fits to the back of your chair, and it is so small that I have to be so close to the camera. I like this massive, like 3 meter by 3 meter blanket, because it means I can have the camera far away, and I can do stuff like this on camera. And that before, do you remember the first stream recently, and my head was so close, and it was even cut out. Like I had to be like this close, and I thought that just looks bad. Top of my head's cut out. I like the camera. I want the camera further back, to be honest. But so I like this massive blanket and fridge. What would be ideal? I mean, I'm not going to ask my wife, but it would be ideal if I could paint this whole wall green. That would be ideal, wouldn't it? Or blue. Should I suggest that blue colour? You know, the blue screen. I might ask to paint it blue. Then that might come across a bit more inconspicuous. Mo, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next time. So where are we? Large wooden door. Firmly locked. Where do we get to? Knock 3 times. And wait for the guard. I don't think she'll fall for it. Yeah. The door opens and a large brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead, and its skin appears to be armor-plated. It grunts to ask you what you want and demands the password before letting you in. Say, Scimitar. Do you remember the password? If you think it is Scimitar, Ganges, Kraken, it is Scimitar. The creature grunts its approval, and opens the door to let you in. Sometimes it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. Time for Bunnings, that's amazing. You don't want to paint the whole room green. It creates gnarly casts on the side walls that spill onto your skin and silhouette. Just be fighting with negative feel vibes. Interesting. I've been struggling with my green screen because there's a flicker. I can't seem to work it without a flicker. And it's got even lighting. I've got a light shining on literally it to just illuminate it more evenly. Although I suppose it is bowing and bending. I think the cardboard's bending, isn't it? So I think tomorrow's stream, I'm just going to use the other side. I'm going to turn it around. Okay. So. Paint the couch green too. You're in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the doorway, you can see an archway where some steps lead downwards. Go towards the door, not towards the leprechaun. You try the handle for the door and it turns, opening into another hallway. Some distance along, the passageway turns to the right and ends shortly in another door. On this door is a sign which reads, "Please ring for butler." A rope, evidently bell, hangs by the door. We ring as instructed. After several moments, the door opens slowly and a hunchbacked, misshapen creature with rotten teeth, ragged hair, and tattered clothes stands in front of you. What was the voice? What was the voice we did before? Oh, that's right. Hang on, hunchback. Oh. Yes? I'm doing salad fingers. What can I do for you? Growls the half-human creature. I am expected, you reply, and walk past him through the door with confidence. He is a little bewildered by your manners and stammers, not knowing whether to challenge you or not. Which way to the reception room? You demand. Salad fingers. Do you remember? Do you remember that? Am I showing my age with that? He squints at you through one eye and motions towards a left fork in the passageway, a short distance ahead. Do we believe him? Believe him and take the left fork. The passage runs along for several meters and then ends at a door. You listen at the door and can hear a deep, heavy breathing coming from inside, as if some large creature was asleep in there. Cautiously, you try the handle and the door opens. Just inside, although the room is dark, you can see that a very large goblin-like creature is asleep on the floor. Risk tiptoeing in. You tiptoe into the room. The room is gloomy and the air is damp. A crude wooden post is nailed to one wall with several hooks in it. There are two doors in the far wall leading onwards. On the post, hanging on the wall, is a makeshift mirror, but as your torch lights up the mirror, its reflection is thrown across the eyes of a sleeping giant who grunts and stirs. One eye opens, then another, and seeing you, it springs to its feet. It grabs an axe, which it was using as a pillow, and quickly undoes the leather sheath to reveal a sharp bronze head. This creature is a Garg. Large and brutish, Gargs are half goblin, half giant, bred by master sorcerers for their aggressive character. Although somewhat stupid, they are rather tough beasts with a warlike nature. What will you do? Prepare to use a spell. For the use of a spell scroll. And it says, cast a weakness spell on him. Weakness. You cast the weakness spell with the aid of your scroll and the creature stops in its tracks, not quite sure of what has happened to it. With some effort it picks up its axe and comes towards you, but it is evidently not a strong adversary as before. You draw out your sword and finish the Garg off. You must fight. 5 and 5. We have 15 stamina, he has 5 stamina. We have the same skill. Oh no! I thought we were red. Oh, I'm such an idiot. White had better dice, and I was like, no, that's the enemy's dice. It was our dice. I just hit us. That's better. 11 over 9. We deal a hit. Again. I can't do the maths quick enough. Oh. That's good. We hit it again. One more. And it's dead. Is it dead? It is dead. You are triumphant. If you defeat this terrifying goblin giant hybrid, turn to 180. The great Garg lies dead on the ground. You wait for a minute to see whether the commotion will attract any guards, but all appears to be safe. Slay. You go through the creature's effects, but find little value. Inside a pouch string around its waist are 6 gold pieces and an ornate hairbrush. You add these to your haversack and continue on. Haversack. Not heard that word in a while. Leaving the chamber, there are 2 doors in front of you. How difficult, how complicated would it be to write one of these yourself? Because part of me is tempted to give it a go, but then not only will I need to write a book, I'd need a bloody database to track each paragraph number and roots and what ifs. Gosh. I mean, these 2 people, Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone, these are master literature fantasy writers. They founded Games Workshop and the White Dwarf magazine. They have been knighted because of their contributions. Fairly easy, just need to keep track of the links between pages. We can get started with a spreadsheet. I reckon try Whiterun after we finish this book tonight. Gosh. Now, I reckon that's a big project. Is it time for passion fruit? It's always time for passion fruit. Are you enjoying the clips channel? BIM94 and more. I've been doing them quite a bit. They're not. I'm trying to just get better. So this isn't. The point of the channel isn't me thinking that I'm brilliant. If this is me practicing, talking in an entertaining way, practicing clipping the content and practicing packaging up the content and shipping it to YouTube, because one day, I know the likelihood is very slim, but that does not concern me. I want to give being famous a go. I want to be. What do I want to be? I want to do this full time. I'd like this to be my job. I'd like this to pay my mortgage, feed my family, upgrade from a laptop that is the mouse lags on a book game. The reason why, so I got a YouTube channel that is virtually 100% Bannerlord content. The reason I don't stream it is because I can't. It's okay for me, but on stream it's like 1 frame a second, so it's not enjoyable at all. The clips are fun, even if you watch it live. Yeah, so it's me. It's mainly the point of the clips channel is hopefully entertainment for you and to reach a wider audience. And if you're not into VODs or live streams, here's a quick 1 minute to 10 minute clip of a good moment. And hey Bim, I'm so proud of you. That's a bit irrelevant, but thank you very much. I said that, I included that in my last clip. It's basically, it's practice for me, because I say ums and ahs a lot, and I start a sentence and then you're dying watching it, and I digress on my digressions, and I just want to get better at telling entertaining anecdotes in a way that is clippable and exportable with minimal effort. So it's basically, I'm practicing on you, and then in a couple of years, hopefully, there'll be a couple of thousand of you in chat. How cool would that be? The likelihood of that is very, very slim, but I feel like I wanna try. What do we need to do? Anyway, what is the Can I link the Clips channel? Hang on, because I'm quite proud of it. We're on 39 subscribers at the moment. I'm very pleased with all of you. So I'm streaming on the main channel, but there you go, there's the Clips channel. I'm live streaming on Twitch and the main channel, but all these clips and VODs with the ads cut out are being uploaded to the Clips channel. There you go. If you're not following and want to, that is the link to it there. Go right to 38. The door opens into a short passageway which is paved with small stones. A short distance further on, an ornately carved door, and I think the secret to making it big is fucking book streams. 40-year-old book streams. That's the way to get popular on Twitch. But just before the door, a side passage leads off to the left. You approach the door, listening for any signs of life inside, and the point of these book streams is to help me read my own scripts better, more efficiently, clearer, with less errors. So everything you're seeing is just practice for me. I'm trying to be a better person. That's what we're all witnessing right now. The secret is going for another burger world record. Hey, 1 in a minute. I don't know why I could just one-shot a world record. You approach the door, listening for any signs of life inside. As you touch the handle, a voice says, "Do not knock, just enter from inside." What do we do? Enter the room as instructed. You enter a room which is evidently a library of some sort. Books stretch from ceiling to floor on each wall, and several tables and chairs are lined down the centre of the room. At the far end sits a dark-skinned man who looks... I know this is 40 years old, but when I read that I just had to proofread it. Hello Mish, welcome in. I read what I just read out and I had to stop immediately as I was like, okay, this is 40 years old, what is going to be said next? I have to leave again, but I'm here for maybe 10 minutes. Oh, welcome in, it's always good to see you. I was worried that was my daughter. Don't forget, if you're new here, if you're just tuned in, if my daughter wakes up, you will have to excuse me. It'll be cut out of the VOD. I think it's safe. I think we're safe. Mish. A library sort. Book stretched from ceiling to the floor. At the far end sits a man who looks up at you from a book over narrow eyeglasses. Behind him is a door. Yes? What is it? He snaps. Which book are you looking for? You scan the various shelves which are labelled. Which book will you ask him for? Biographies of Balthus Dyer, Secrets of the Black Tower, Inquire of the Creatures of the Kingdom of Kragan Rock. Read Secrets of the Black Tower. He indicates a section on the shelves and you take a book to one of the tables to read through it. The book is most enlightening, tracing the history of the Citadel. The Black Tower was built by Balthus Dyer's grandfather, and it became a sanctuary for the forces of evil. Law and order gradually made way for chaos as the monstrous creatures battled their way up the power hierarchy. Dyer's grandfather eventually found it necessary to protect himself from his minions by setting up various protective traps between the creatures and his own dwellings, most notable of these being the Doom Pit trap and a magical combination lock on the door to his own room. The combination of the lock is 217. You read further about the various secret passageways that permeate the Citadel. Why? I love how Bim's name is bigger than everyone else's on the emote. Yeah, it's because Bim is 3 letters and Rachel is like 7 characters, so I had to squeeze it in and make it narrower, but Bim can be big and square. Oh, bye Mish. If we're reading a book and it literally has the combination lock on his door. Gosh. What are we doing? Add note 217, and I bet 217 is the page number we have to go to. Leave the room through the door at the far end. You leave the room through the door at the far end, which opens into a short passageway ending at a large wooden door. The handle on this door turns, letting you into a large chamber. No votes today. Here we go. We know this room very well. The room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table. This is one of the only rooms. No votes this stream because I'm sick of it. I love this book. I am enjoying myself, but I'm very keen to move on to the next thing. This is the 4th stream that we have been reading this book, and I want to read all the books. And we're not reading another book next. And I've got a plan, and I'm quite keen to start this next project with you. You're sick of us. No. And also, Baby Bim's having a bit of trouble tonight. She's already woken up a couple of times. One time, I started my stream, and almost instantly, I was with Baby Bim for an hour. So already an hour has been lost to trying to settle Baby Bim down. So I don't know how long we have tonight. So I want to get this book done, and then we'll move on to quite an exciting project that I want to involve you all in. Exciting to me, probably very dull for you. The room you are in is some sort of grand dining hall. A long table, large enough to seat some 40 or 50 people, stands in the centre. Edged with chairs, various doors and passageways lead from the room. But you are particularly interested in 2 wide staircases which lead upwards to either end of a balcony overlooking a hall. The hall. Paintings and suits of armour decorate the walls. The room is empty. What you would like to investigate? Left-hand staircase is trapped. Right-hand staircase is the way out. The suits of armour just slap us and we lose health. We want to look at the paintings. Look at the paintings, and is that what we're doing? Investigate the paintings. The paintings are portraits of various lords and countesses prominent in the kingdom of Crag and Rock. Behind a chair at the head of a table is a portrait of Balthus Dyer himself. He does indeed look a powerful adversary. Add 1 luck point for the warning of his appearance, but lose 1 stamina point for the feeling of fear he instills. You may now either continue up the left-hand staircase, which is trapped, or take the right. The stairs are well worn and creak under your weight. Cautiously, you climb up to the balcony. Along the balcony are 3 doors, which we'd like to take. The left door, it says, is this what we need the copper key for? The locked door is very strong and made of solid oak. It is unlikely you will break it down, but you may try. Otherwise, you could use a strength spell to smash it. The lock is copper, and you could try using a copper key if you had one. Use copper key. There you go. The copper key fits perfectly. It turns, and the door opens. Hello. Hello. The room is an elegant bed chamber, plushly decorated with fine lace and a fur carpet. In the centre of the room is a large 4-poster bed. Sitting up in the bed, evidently awakened by all the commotion, is a beautiful sylph-like. What does sylph mean? Sylph-like woman with long hair and deep piercing eyes. Can I Google that? What is sylph definition? An imaginary spirit of the air, or
a mainly dark green and blue hummingbird, the male of which has a long forked tail. An imaginary spirit of the air. A beautiful sylph-like woman. Imaginary spirit of the air. I still have got no idea what that means. And piercing eyes. What does a beautiful woman sound like? What does an angry, beautiful woman sound like? What does an angry, beautiful woman sound like that I could do while whispering? Hey, Spud, I was going to say that, but I thought I'd get in trouble. Listen. Okay, we were all thinking it. Go tell her you're painting the room green. Okay. What right have you in here? She asks, angrily. With those words, her eyes turn blood red and 2 jets of liquid fire shoot from them directly at you. What the fuck is this? This is like Monty Python shit. What will you do? Tell her you have a special gift for her. She blinks, thrown off guard by your unexpected offer. The jets of fire disappear. Offer her your hairbrush. She looks at your offering, and her eyes widen. Oh, we got a achievement for that. Let me see that, she commands. You carefully advance towards her and hold out the brush. She snatches it and spends several moments admiring it. This is indeed a work of art, she says, and she gets out of bed to try it in front of her mirror. As she brushes her hair with it, her hair takes on an unusual sheen, glimmering softly. She is fascinated with your gift. There was a dog barking really loudly. Everyone cross your fingers that baby room doesn't wake up. She is fascinated with your gift, and now is your chance to leave unnoticed through a door in the fuck. Unnoticed. Who gives a hairbrush? Oh, thank you for the hairbrush. Oh, they left. What a weird scenario. In the far corner, as you head towards the door, your eye catches on a shiny object lying on the bed. It is a golden fleece. It may be useful in your quest. Now the dead woman that was washing clothes told us that we need the fleece if we want to defeat Balthus Dire. It says offer your hairbrush, and then the next thing is test luck. Fail equals try again until you get it. There was no luck check there. That's interesting. And then it says take golden fleece. Oh, you lucked here. You creep toward the bed, hoping to snatch the golden fleece while the woman is distracted with your gift. Can I bookmark it here? Position has been saved. Test your luck. Success. Excellent. If you are lucky, you manage to swipe the valuable artifact before leaving the bedchamber. Is the fleece necessary to complete the book? Because it is hidden and you have to pass a luck check, and you needed the hairbrush, so it's a lot. There's a lot going against you getting this fleece, isn't there? You leave the room and head down a short corridor. Some meters down, you find yourself at the foot of a staircase. This is a spiral staircase which leads right up into the Citadel Tower. You climb the stairs cautiously and eventually arrive on a small landing with 2 doorways in front of you. Take the left-hand door. Ooh, the door opens, allowing you into a large circular room. I know this room very well. We've done every option of this. But it's the Ganges behind the door that we can't get past. You scratch your head quizzically. In the centre of the room, you can see a small island surrounded by a wide trench, on which stands a chest locked with metal fastenings. The trench is too wide to jump and is very deep. Just inside the door is a length of rope. A door leads from the room opposite the door you came in through. How will you deal with this strange conundrum? So, ignore the box and go round the trench. Yeah, there's nothing good. There's like 3 chances of death. And there's also a chance to open the box, but there's nothing in it. Ignore. You leave through the door and find yourself at the foot of another spiral staircase leading up into the Black Tower. Climbing the stairs, you eventually come to a landing where a single door is the only way onwards. You try the door. It opens slowly. You feel yourself sucked into the room as if by magic. Your torch flickers and dies. The room is pitch black. From nowhere, yet everywhere, comes a mocking laugh which fills the room. "Foolish adventurer," says another voice, which changes its tone from high to low as it speaks. "Welcome to the home of the Ganges. Unfortunately, it will be the last room you will ever see. Ah, but of course, you cannot see, can you? But we can see you, can't we, brothers?" And the laughing voices come from all around you. It's very difficult to talk with varying diction when you're whispering and trying to be quiet. One day I'll have a studio and I'll be able to be high energy and loud. But I think, although my brain is doing a 1,000 thoughts at once, let's go with the calm, slow, quiet streams. It's storming, and now I just want a hot chucky, but I don't want to get out of bed. Yeah, that's hot chocolate or stay in bed. That's a pretty good dilemma, though. Suddenly, a ghostly white luminous face flies towards you. You recoil in horror, throwing yourself on the ground, and begin to feel very frightened. Lose 1 skill, 2 stamina, and 1 luck point for your fear. How will you escape the wrath of the Ganges? What is our health? 8. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're definitely doing a scroll of stamina. 13. So what is it saying? Okay, feel in your backpack. What will you pull from your backpack to use against the Ganges? The jar of ointment, it's saying. Vade Legend 56, hello from YouTube. Welcome in. We're reading a book right now, and I'm talking very quietly because I don't want to wake up my daughter, which is a common problem for Twitch streamers. So it's either that or I can't stream, and I quite like streaming, and I'm very happy you came along. Hello YouTube. Okay, the jar of ointment. Do you know these books, Vader? These are like 40 years old fighting fantasy books. Choose your own adventure, they're called. What is that? Demands a ghostly voice. You bargain with them. You will allow them to take the ointment if they will allow you through the room. You have no business with them. A ghostly hand appears from nowhere and tries to snatch the jar from your hand, but you whip it away quickly. It is indeed the ointment of healing, you hear one of the voices say quietly. We accept your offer, says a voice. Leave the jar where you are and leave through this door. We've died to those heads like 4 times. This is a pretty shit solution to get past them. From terrifying screaming heads with a seemingly impossible chance to get around them. If this is what that's a bit uninspiring. That's all I'm saying. A door in the far corner glows softly. You do not trust them and take the jar with you to the door. As you open the door, you fling the jar across the room and leave quite quickly. We got another trophy. Okay, officially, we have never got this far before. You close the door behind you and find yourself at the foot of yet another staircase, spiraling up into the tower. Climbing the stairs, you arrive at another balcony where a single door is the only way onwards. Trying the door, it opens easily, but as you push the door, a loud hissing noise comes from within. You step inside and turn cold as a huge six-headed hydra snakes towards you over the bodies of its previous victims. Its 6 serpent-like heads dart at you with vicious pointed teeth. You cower in the corner. How will you face this mighty beast? It is saying use lock combination. Oh no, pull out. Oh, okay, sorry. Your backpack. You may pull out your backpack. Any one of the following against that. The golden fleece. You draw out the skin, and the creature hisses loudly. All its heads retreat, and it remains still, watching you. There is a door on the far side of the room, and you slowly make your way towards it. Halfway across the room, a head darts out and snatches the fleece from your hands, but instead of attacking you, the Hydra slinks back into a corner. You move on to the door cautiously. What did I just read? It snatches the fleece from your hand, so we've lost the fleece. You slam the door shut behind you. You follow a short, narrow passage which winds round and brings you to the foot of another staircase, reaching right up into the apex of the Citadel. A sign on the wall reads "Halt. None may pass, but by order of Balthus Dyer." You realise you are nearing your goal. Cautiously, you climb the stairs to the next landing, right up in the belfry. What does belfry mean? Let's do another spell check. We're learning here. Belfry. Belfry, the part of a bell tower or steeple in which bells are housed. Okay, so we're next to Big Ben. We're up St. Stephen's Tower. We can see Big Ben. Big Ben is the name of the bell, not the tower. Usually in a church, precisely. Where was I? Where's the word belfry? Right up in the belfry of the Citadel. In front of you is a solid metal door. You try the handle, but the door is locked. You lift a small flap and can see small tumblers underneath. This is the combination lock, which can only be opened by those who know the combination. That's a funny way to say it. This is a combination lock which can only be opened by those who know the combination. That's... maybe he was trying to get his word count up. Do you know the combination? If so, turn to the section of the book with that same number. I knew it would be. If not, you can try to break the door down. So use the combination 217 is the paragraph. Oh, Cactus. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. How are we? My goodness. Welcome in, Mama Loz. Hello. I'm talking... So listen, everybody coming in from the raid. Thank you. But your expectations, you must lower them. Whatever fantastic cabbage talking stream Cactus was on, lower it right to the floor, okay? I'm whispering, okay? This isn't a trend. This isn't this is... I don't want my daughter to wake up. She is asleep in the next room. If she wakes up, I will have to depart and put her back. I'll be 5 minutes, I'll be 20 minutes. If you're watching this on the VOD, it'll be cut out. But if you're watching this live, just do me a favour, lower your expectations. My expectations could not be higher. Ash, hello. This is the Twitch sonographer. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're well. If anyone here needs a sonog, Ash the Ketchum is a sonographer. They'll get your sonogs taken. Your sonograph. She'll check your... Or he, sorry. I just assumed. They'll check your thyroids. I can sonog all your rafts. Exactly. Anyway, Workman, what were you playing? Cactus, what was going on? How was the stream? Raiders? Oh, a raid. That's got me so happy. Thank you very much. And it's good to meet you all this side of the camera. This is a new thing, so I'm streaming Saturdays and Sundays at about 9 o'clock when my daughter goes to bed, and 10 minutes after that, so I can make myself a cup of coffee, which I have let go cold. Yes, that wasn't nice. We're currently reading a book. Does anyone know these books are about 40 years old? But I loved these as a kid. They're choose your own adventure books. They are a fighting fantasy. They're called. Basically, it's a book. It's an adventure, but we actually have a character sheet, and we have rolled for stats, and we're picking up items. I've called us Twitch chat because the last 3 streams I've polled every choice. And it's basically you playing. So on Twitch is a place for you to watch people play games. I have polled every choice, so I haven't been playing, you've been playing. So I'm watching you play this game basically. But this is literally the 4th stream that we've been playing this book. So I'm using the solution. I'm reading the solution. There are no polls, just so we can get through this, because I love this book, I am having fun, but I want to move on to the next one. There's like 20 of these. I was in the Sleepy Cat game. I talked about diabetes. I pet cats and pick flowers. Oh, fantastic. I've been wondering about it. Do you know these? He doesn't trust us anymore. No, I just want to get this done. And I don't know how often Baby Boom's going to wake up and how long she's going to take to put back down. To guarantee, literally, at the start of this stream, about 10 minutes in, I was gone for an hour. It was not peak gameplay. I've lurked while you played. Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm happy to see you in chat. We are the worst. So I've lost my place on this guide now. Turn to the combination 217. You turn the handle as carefully as possible so as to surprise whatever awaits you. Slowly, the door opens and you enter the room, which is dark and lit by a single flickering candle. Your blood drains as you see a single 3-pronged trident heading directly for your throat. In a flash, you must decide what to do. Will you shielding spell or try to sidestep the weapon? Sidestep, but it's a luck check, and I got 7 luck. Can we restore luck? Let's just do that. Do it. And just in case we're not lucky, let's bookmark this. Previously, I was like, no bookmarks. Oh, ads in 1 minute. Okay, everybody, I've just bookmarked it. I'll do the luck check afterwards. I'm sorry I ad so soon after the raid. Anyway, I'll start the ad break now. If you're watching the VOD, this will be edited out, so I'll just see you in a second. But if you're here on the VOD, go get yourself a drink, go hydrate, go check who else is live, maybe switch to them. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'll see you in a second.
Okay, the community is back. Excellent. Ads are finished. Hello, everybody. Did you all get sufficiently moistened? I am about to. Cheers. Ooh, lovely stuff. Okay, quickly sidestep the weapon and test your luck. We need under 9. Test your luck. Oh. Why couldn't I do the maths quick enough? I could have done the thing that rolls the dice, and I was like 6 and 4. I think that's under 9. Yes, it probably is. Okay. Luckily, that's death. That's death. Oh, what number were we on? Shit, what number were we on? Is this 2-1? Are you wearing suspenders? Yes. So this is my uniform. This is my Twitch uniform. I'm trying something. This is definitely not necessary or the secret to success, but I want to be more standoutish. I'm trialing a lot of things at the moment, and one of them is brand identity, and I want to be recognized. And I've got quite a forgettable face. My YouTube channel is faceless, and my thumbnails are all over the place, and I thought, okay, how can I keep something consistent? And to try and, if it does nothing, it does nothing. If it helps, perfect. So I thought I'll do a bit of brand identity. So I'm now the whole the photo shoot. Oh yeah, on the Clips channel, I've done all my thumbnails. I did all my thumbnail poses live behind a green screen. So yeah, and what I'm impressed with, and I'm going to show off, I've had these tailored, these pants. These aren't clip-on braces, these are button braces, and they're really difficult to find. Normally, with braces, they go over your shoulder and then back down. These ones, they go down to 1, which is like a hobbit, which it pleases me. It brings me joy. Excellent. So, were we page 91? 11 out of 10. Was it page 91? Creep towards the bed. No, it was 217. Of course, because that was the password, wasn't it? Sidestep the weapon, and I must be under 9. That is 9. That is 8. You are lucky. Turn to 150. You duck quickly to avoid the trident. It misses your neck, but glances off your forehead. You lose 2 stamina points. Time for another scroll of stamina. Now up to 16 out of 17. I'm ready for this fight because our skill is the lowest it can be. The lowest your skill roll can be is 5, and we've actually it's 4 at the moment because we're scared. You shake off the blow. You shake off the blow and must now turn to 374. Who the hell is that sexy man? As you compose yourself after your fright, you glance around the room. It is obviously some sort of military headquarters. Scrolls. Your whole house is shaking from the thunder. Oh my goodness. Is everything okay? You said flood warnings earlier. My goodness, where do you live? Strategic maps hang from the walls, as do portraits of past generals. A bookcase in one corner holds hundreds of leather-bound volumes. Ornate drapes are drawn across a large window. A cabinet along one wall holds pikes and swords of a variety of deadly shapes and sizes. In the centre of the room is a model landscape which you recognise as the Vale of Willow. That's where we're from, and that's where this chap is going to invade first. Here's a sensible. I had the flood warning. It was on my desktop, was it? I like how. So I'm not. This isn't game capture. This is screen capture. So if someone logs into Steam or changes game, we see it.
Cactus is going to go. Cactus, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for choosing me. Everybody, I'll look after your community to the minimum standard required. And I hope you have a... Gotta go get fit. I hope you have a lovely cabbage. Armies with miniature troops are positioned on the model. He's playing Warhammer. This must be an invasion plan. No, it's 40k. Leaning against the table, with eyes fixed on you, is Balthus Dyer himself. His very stature is formidable. Well over 2 meters tall, he is built like an ox. With broad shoulders and muscular arms. Is this a smut novel? In his battle tunic of leather, with wide-studded wristbands, he looks more like a soldier than a demi-sorcerer. He really is. Impudent peasant, he growls. Do you think you are any match for Balthus Dyer? I like how he full names himself, like an anime. With these words, he snaps his fingers and you hear a grunting from behind. You swing round to see a grotesque creature shambling towards you. Its hairy body has 4 arms, each ending in a vicious-looking hooks. As it approaches, it slashes the air in front of it. Why, I'll wager you're not even a match for a claw beast, laughs Dyer. How will you defend yourself? Oh, I had the guide up, didn't I? What did the guide say? Test life. Cast weakness spell. The beast whimpers as the spell takes effect. The immense weight is indeed a burden without its normal strength. It collapses in a heap, unable even to lift itself from the ground. You step over and run your sword through its chest. The unfortunate creature lies dead at your feet. The claw beast lays dead between you and your true enemy. Balthus Dyer is surprised at your success. So, he exclaims, you think yourself stronger than the rest, eh? You may act quickly and cast a spell at him. Cast an ESP spell, extrasensory perception. You concentrate on the sorcerer's mind. Images and words flash through your head. A couple of seconds later, there is nothing. You look up at Balthus Dyer, who's glaring at you. Do not try to probe the mind of Balthus Dyer, he commands. What did we just do? We just did legilimens. You concentrate again, but still receive nothing, as he is now blocking your spell. You reflect for a second on the images you did receive. A chart under the battle plan table. A sense of horror at a high-pitched screech. A blinding light. A ring on his finger. A razor-edged sword, and you. He is now mumbling under his breath, watching you with one eye. He raises one hand in the air and concentrates his gaze on it. Then he looks at you. He waves his hand in the air, backwards and forwards and side to side, faster and faster. With a crash, he brings down his hand on the table. You fall to the floor. Not in surprise, but because the ground beneath you is shaking violently. The whole room seems to be tossing like a ship in a tempest. Although he has firm footing and is now walking towards you, you cannot rise to your feet at all. Your only chance is a spell scroll, if you have any left. Which spell will you try this time? We say levitate. You rise into the air. The room continues to shake around you, but you can float freely. You may fly to wherever you wish in the room. We fly over to the window. His eyes follow you to the window. His pupils have turned milky white. He leans his head back, blinks once and moans. Why is it written like this? Snapping his head forwards, he now glares at you with eyes that have turned to shining silver. His gaze is hypnotic, and you will have to act quickly. Pull one of the drapes down and throw it over his head. As the drape falls, daylight streams in through the window. You realize that you have lost all track of time since entering the Citadel. The sun is a welcome relief after your many hours of darkness. This book has been many hours of darkness. A thump makes you turn back towards your adversary. He's lying on a heap in the ground. You take a step forwards and he lets out a blood-curdling scream. "The curtain, you fool!" He grasps in a voice that is obviously weak and dying. Evidently, the daylight you have let in is sapping his strength rapidly, and he is trying desperately to crawl into the shadows, but he is too weak to move far, and he slumps to the ground face downwards. The fuck? Why are we fighting him and not kissing him? Yeah, no. Oh. Hardcore win. I think we just won. I just got a achievement. Balthus Dyer, lying at your feet, is dead. Your mission has been completed. The Vale of Willow is safe from attack. For the time being, at least. To make sure his clan is destroyed, you take the drapes from the window and spread them across the table on which his battle plan is laid out. Taking a candle, you set fire to the rich curtains. As the flames lick the table, you consider your own escape. Do you have a levitation spell left? If so, you may cast it and float out through the window to safety of the ground below. If not, then you will need to recall your reserves of skill and cunning to avoid the guards and dangers of the Citadel on your escape. But that is another story. The end? Did we have a levitation spell? We don't. Do you have a levitation spell left? If so, you may cast it and float out through the window to safety of the ground below. If not, we do not. Then you will need to recall your reserves of skill and cunning to avoid the guards and dangers on your escape. But that's another story. So, what? The end. Ladies and gentlemen, well done. Thank you very much for playing. So was that a success or not? What? I'm a bit confused. I mean, I'm glad we didn't have to fight our way down, but holy crap, that was actually really fun. I don't know how that was for you. That was probably particularly painful. I'm glad we got it. I'm glad we got the win on the 4th stream. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain took 2 streams, 2 full streams. This took 4. Holy crap. And eventually, I'd like to go through all of these books, but I feel for now, I'm going to park this project. We may come back to it, but we'll be doing something different now. Now, who has heard of Skyrim? Now let me I used to 2 years ago. I actually quit streaming 2 years ago. Oh no, if this opens up. No. If you remember 2 years ago, over 2 years ago, I used to full-time stream Skyrim. And it was a challenge run, and it was fantastic. It was every time I'd add a rule, but it was, I think the first one, I think it's still in my Twitch stream about info, to be honest. But it was permadeath, main quest only, and we did it. So then we did, and on the hardest difficulty, legendary. Legendary difficulty was added as a harder difficulty in one of the many versions re-released. And once we'd done that, we did legendary difficulty, permadeath, no companions, because they're a hey, Skyrim is fun to be fair. Hey, look, YouTube's kicking off now. Hey, Hazy, Skyrim is fun. I bloody love Skyrim. And then so we did no permadeath, legendary difficulty, no companions, because companions, to be fair, you can bring one companion, engage, use them as a buffer, you're safe. And no vegetable soup. Vegetable soup is one of the most overpowered things that not many people seem to be talking about. Vegetable soup is literally tomato, what is it? Tomato, potato, cabbage, leek. Okay, all of them can be found everywhere, often in the same place. And if you combine that in a chef's pot, you get 10 minutes of 1 health per second and 1 stamina per second. To do a power attack, all you need is a minimum of 1 stamina, and you can do a power attack. If you use vegetable soup, you have 10 minutes of unlimited power attacks. What is also quite incredible is you can stack them. So if you make 10 vegetable soups and eat 10 vegetable soups, then you have 100 minutes of 1 health per second and 1 stamina per second. So we banned that. No companions, no vegetable soup. And then what did we do? We did stuff like we banned paralyze, and another one, and did it. We banned enchanted armor. I think we did that one. But anyway, we are not doing something as exciting as that. I have installed a mod. For the very first time, I've installed a Skyrim mod. And this particular Skyrim mod makes unread books glow. And this, what I want to do with you, is find all 348 books. Some of them have multiples in every library. Some of them are locked behind quests. I've got no idea how long this is going to take. I have got no idea how entertaining this is going to be. The idea behind this, though, is to actually turn this into an edited, scripted, long-form video for the main channel. So if you're in chat, you're going to be on YouTube. I don't know. So my wife is due to give birth in about 5 weeks. My firstborn was born 3 weeks early. I've got no idea if we can do that in time, but I want to do it anyway. I want to work on that project with you. So what's quite good, I've got a whole spreadsheet here. For some reason, Microsoft Office wants to dox me. I cannot get it. I cannot show you without. Oh, actually, what I can do, if I just extend my screen, is this a good idea? If I do that, then hopefully when I drag this across, my real name won't be there. Is it worth the risk? Is my family safe? Then please use just out. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'll just do this a little bit. To be fair, actually, I'll just do this. I don't need to do that. I'll just show you. I'll just drag it partially on the screen. So here it is. I've actually got a whole spreadsheet that I found on Reddit. I don't want my name. I'm okay with my first name. Oh. Okay. I'll be honest, I expected to have a beard for some reason. No, I'm not old enough for that yet. So the plan is, so this spreadsheet, I'm not going to show you the whole thing because my real name is on it and I don't know why it has to be on the spreadsheet. 348. So you can read online that there are 330 odd books, but I can't differentiate what they mean by that, because this is a spreadsheet of everything, and I myself have taken out notes, treasure maps, journals. These are all basically published books that you can find. Does that make sense? So there's no journals, there's no notes, there's no BIM94 is your real name though? Yeah. And so this is what's left out when I've taken out the notes and the journals and the treasure maps and all that. This is the published books, 348.
on this spreadsheet is pretty cool. It's also got a description of it, as you can see. It's also got its ID, so I can console command them in, but that's not what I'll be doing. I don't want to do that. I want to actually find them, and I think that'd be quite cool. That'd be quite exciting. I don't know anyone who's done this before. Hello, Huffle, welcome in. And then once I have done that, maybe I'm going to read all of them on stream. These books behind me, these fighting fantasy books, are kids' books. You probably have to be about 15 to be fair, 10 years old to be fair, but these are easy to read. Skyrim books are not easy to read. I can read these books with minimal mistakes. There are mistakes, but they're okay. These Skyrim books, you probably have to read them 2 or 3 times before you have a chance to read it correctly in one go. So I don't know how I'm going to play that. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is collecting every book in Skyrim. How exciting! How exciting is that? How exciting. Anyway, we're not going to do that yet though. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You should never... Wait, we're reading the entire book? What do you mean? Skyrim? No, so Skyrim, we're going to be collecting every book in the game. And then once I've got that, or maybe later on, I feel like I might want to read all of them. I might change my mind, but what we're definitely doing next is collecting every book. We're reading the entire book. Well, we've just read these 2 books. If you're talking about these, we've just played The Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and we've just played The Citadel of Chaos. These, if you weren't here before, these are fighting fantasy, choose your own adventure books, so there's choices, and including the Lusty Argonian 1 and 2. There's a clip of me reading that, and it's fantastic. from the original days. Wait, if I've got it, I want to show you it. Oh gosh, having 3 screens makes my mouse go mental slow. If I can find it, let me post it quickly. I wonder if I can recognize it. Oh gosh, my mouse is lagging so much. Oh gosh, I won't do it. I might put it in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, I'll put the link to it later. But no, that was fine. So eventually I want to read all of these books. So these, what was I saying? Did I finish explaining that? These are choose your own adventure books, and you roll dice for your skill, stamina, and luck and all that. And then you have choices. It's like, if you want to go north, turn to this page. If you want to fight the man, go to that page. And you collect items along the way. And this book, The Citadel of Chaos, took us 4 streams. There's 4 streams to complete, and finally we've finished it. I've got Death Trap Dungeon. What's next? That's game book 2. Huffle's got it. Should we watch it on stream? Hang on. Oh gosh, my mouse is a bane of me. I'll pull it up on stream. Oh, come on, mouse. Let me close out of that. Okay. Lusty Argonian stream. Oh my goodness. My mouse is killing me. Here we go. Lift Citadel. My goodness, that's... Oh, come on. Lift Citadel. My goodness, that's... Why is it lagging? I put the music on as well. Someone in chat was going to bed. And I said, "Oh, I'll read you a bedtime story," and I put on the royalty-free, copyright-free music in the background, and it was brilliant. Hang on, is this gonna work? Come on, Bim. Lift Citadel. My goodness, that's... Oh, it's not gonna work, is it?
Why is it not working?
Lived Citadel. My goodness, that's quite a loaf.
Okay.
But however shall I fit it in my oven? This
Okay.
loaf.
You get the picture. You've got the link. There you go. There you go. Right. So, what do you? If I wish Baby Bim woke up now instead of earlier, because this is a perfect time to finish. But we wasted an hour. Or no, I didn't. You wasted an hour while I was putting her back down. Should we do something wild? Should we just hang out? Should we just hang out for a bit? Should we just hang out? Like we're is Skyrim a new save? Yeah, so Skyrim will be a new save. And we'll go from the beginning and we will collect every book. I've not played RuneScape in like a month. Do you remember that music? So I'm leveling range at the moment. Here I am. Look at this legend. Oh gosh, look at him. Look at these stats. Oh, hang on, let me get the music up. RuneScape. Look at these stats. Look, 50 attack, 52 strength, 51 defense, 53 ranged, 43 prayer, 55 magic. This is a free to play. This is a free to play account. 50 fishing, 65 wood cutting. Look at that. Is that music too loud? These were the days. Maybe put it at half. Is that right? All right. Let's turn it down a bit more then. Here we go. Because let's just hang out. I don't know. I might have 5 minutes. Might have another hour. Let's just level ranged for a bit. Who here has played RuneScape? What I'd like to do... I'm getting hit. What I'd like to do... Oh lord, that music brings me up my face. How good is this? Is it bad? I've never played RuneScape and don't know jack shit about it. No, not at all, not at all. This was I never had a members account, but I've got such a soft spot for RuneScape. This was back in the day, like 2007, when there were no guides. And this is such a throwback to Mossy Key. This is top tier, isn't it? Big Bones for prayer, Mossy Key for the boss fight that I've never actually won. Pick up your arrows. You want to get back into this at some point? The problem is with MMOs, I don't play MMOs, right? But they take a lot of time. This isn't like a casual game. Can I play my favourite song? It's not Sea Shanty 2. Although Baby Bim sometimes asks for Sea Shanty 2. Wait, let me put me over here. I should be looking in, shouldn't I? There you go. So this, hang on, before we get to my favourite song, this is this song. There's some lore behind this song. This is the universal favourite song. What was that noise? Hang on, it's not, oh, I missed it. What was that? I think that was someone on YouTube. I think is that a new... Holy shit, $5 donation. I played long ago. I really need to get back into this nostalgia. Holy shit, that is my first ever YouTube donation. Thank you very much. That didn't actually pop up on stream chat. Holy crap, thank you so much for that. Ah, oh, that's got me really excited. What did you say again? I played long ago. I really need to get back into it. It's nostalgia in digital form. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's half the reason why I got it. What I'd love to do, I've got all these. Oh, what a bop! What an absolute bop! I tell you what, my mouse is really. I know it's because of my third monitor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move you to my second screen, turn you off, and I'm going to remove my third screen. There we go. Hopefully, mouse. It's a bit better now. Has that killed the stream? It's killed the music. There you go. There you go. Well, thank you so much for that donation. Holy crap. Dollars. I'm British, good sir. We use pounds. Oh, pound. Oh, sorry, £5 donation. For some reason, I've got integrated chat, and YouTube chat should be on Twitch as well, but these chats aren't going through. But YouTube is kicking off now with the one viewer. No, thank you so much for that. So yeah, I started playing this game randomly because a good friend of mine, Techers, who sometimes pops in, started playing it, and we're like, oh yeah, let's play together, just like we're at school again, and it's 2007, like I just said. How cool would that be? And absolutely loved it. And now I've completed all the free-to-play quests. I've never been a member. Unbelievable Techers, exactly. Oh, we got to change the game. RuneScape. One time, I'd like to stream. I've got so many ideas for streaming. I just wish I had the time and setup to be able to really dive into it. But I'd love to get the quest cape. New character, get the quest cape. And the quest cape, this chap here is wearing a cape. He's wearing the ranged cape. So this guy is level 100 ranged, I think. Is that right? And when you get level 100 ranged, you get the cape. Only people with level 100 ranged can get the cape. So it's like a sign of, what do you call it? It's boasting. It's celebrating your success. It's showing off to the community of your achievements, and rightly so. And the quest cape is literally completing every quest, and the members' quests, there's a lot of them, and apparently some of them are quite good. I've done all the free quests, and I had to build up to. So I've been playing this character 5 days and 6 hours. You need to play for 5 days and 6 hours of game time to complete Dragon Slayer. Sign of prestige, exactly. What was Hanok? What was your experience with RuneScape? Because I never took it seriously. I was never a member, but I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Like 7,000. Got my lobsters, and I remember randomly. When did I start this? It was after. I tell you when I started this character. It was the Q8 only Bannerlord video, and I'm getting hit. And after that was with the premiere, 126 hours. Yeah. I did a premiere of the Q8 only, and a premiere is it's a YouTube video that I've put online. But I'm in chat, so it's kind of like a live stream for your own YouTube video, and I'm watching it and you're watching it, and we're all talking, and we're at the same point. You can rewind it, but you can only, I suppose, fast forward it to the point where the premiere is at. So if we're 20 minutes in, you can only go up to 20 minutes and catch up with us, and then as soon as the premiere's over, then it's a normal video, and it's just a way for you, the viewer, to be able to be joint first in watching video with me, with the with the creator of the video, and it's just a nice little it's a thank you to people that are following the channel. It's nice to engage with the community. For the community, it's nice to engage with the YouTuber. I know I really appreciate when my favorite YouTubers do premieres of their videos, and it's really fun being in chat at the same time. And why am I telling you this? Yes, after the Qs8 only premiere, we went live. And we sort of had discussions, and we ripped apart the errors I made in the script. And I started this character, and I remember Mutton transferred me a full iron set with a wooden sword, and gave me a bunch of salmon, cooked salmon, which honestly set me up for the entire character. And then, honestly, it was that stream, and I dropped it. About 2 months later, I picked up this character again because my friend Tekkas was playing. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll continue that character that I've got some salmon in. I'll take those cosmic runes from you. And as soon as I log in, I see a conversation between two people, and they're thanking. He's saying, like, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Here's like 1,000. I think it was here's 100k. And I just wandered up and said, hi guys. And he's same offer to me that, hey, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'll give you 100,000 coins. I was like, mate, that is done. That is the done. And so Mutton being generous with her salmon, and this random chap who is, what was his name? Oh my god, Mutton, you're on. You're online. Get involved. What are you doing? Death rune, I'll take that. Coins, big bones, big bones. Oh, but what am I doing? My favourite song is Book of Spells. Stream category. Sorry, I didn't hit done. There you go. My favourite. It's called Book of Spells. Now, it's honestly, it's not the. Thank you for pointing that out. It's not the best song, but I think the instances where it is played is quite meaningful. Took the coins, subscribed and unsubscribed, then left a hurtful comment. I'd have done that. Oh, that is excellent. That is excellent. I think that's my daughter. If that is my daughter, everybody, it's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's end it there. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let me log out of this. I will see you tomorrow at about 9 PM. Come to the Discord. She's screaming. A helicopter went past. Join the Discord and be kept up to date with all those details. I'll wait for her to come out because she's not screaming. Thank you so much for a lovely stream. No, thank you, Ash. Thank you. Hanush, thank you so much for the $5 donation. That's really made me oh, and thank you for following. Here's my daughter. Bye everybody. I'll see you next time. Ari, stay there. I don't want you on camera. Stay there, girl. Stay there. Good girl. Gorgeous girl.